Greetings, dear seeker of truth and wisdom. Today we embark on a journey that delves into the ancient and sacred practice of using salt within the home, rooted in spirituality and mindfulness. As a humble monk, I wish to guide you through the understanding that material wealth and spiritual prosperity are not separate, but rather intertwined most harmoniously. Salt, in its purest form, is a gift from the earth. It has been revered across various cultures as a substance of purification, protection, and prosperity. In Buddhism, as in many other spiritual traditions, salt symbolizes purity and the cleansing of negative energies. Its crystalline structure is often seen as a representation of clarity and truth. Salt as a purifier. Salt, in its essence, is a simple and humble substance, yet its significance spans across the ages and various cultures, acting as a powerful agent of purification and spiritual protection. In Buddhism, salt is often used in rituals to cleanse spaces of negative energies and to protect the individual from harmful influences. The purity of salt is seen as a mirror of the clarity of mind that we strive for on our spiritual journey. It is said that just as salt purifies and preserves food, it can also purify our minds and preserve the sanctity of our spiritual path. Historically, salt has been used in a variety of ways to protect sacred spaces. In ancient Japan, for instance, salt would be scattered in the corners of a room or around the perimeter of a home to ward off evil spirits. This practice, known as shiomaki, is rooted in the belief that salt has the power to absorb and neutralize negative energies. Similarly, in Tibetan Buddhism, salt is used in rituals to cleanse objects and spaces before they are deemed fit for spiritual practice. This universal use of salt underscores its symbolic importance as a purifier, transcending cultural and religious boundaries. Salt in ancient rituals. Salt in ancient rituals is not limited to its role as a purifier. Across different traditions, salt has also been seen as a symbol of wealth and abundance. The phrase "worth your salt" originates from the ancient practice of trading salt as a valuable commodity, often used as currency. In many cultures, salt was considered so precious that it was reserved for sacred rituals and offerings to the gods. In this context, salt not only represented material wealth, but also spiritual abundance, a reflection of the richness that comes from living a life aligned with spiritual principles. In Buddhist ceremonies, salt is often used to purify sacred objects before they are placed on the altar. This practice is based on the belief that salt can absorb impurities and negative energies, thereby preparing the object for use in spiritual practice. The act of placing salt on or near sacred objects is a ritual of dedication, a way of consecrating the space and the objects within it. This ritual underscores the importance of purity in Buddhist practice, where the external purification of objects mirrors the internal purification of the mind. Moreover, the use of salt in rituals is often accompanied by the recitation of mantras or prayers. These vocalized intentions amplify the purifying power of the salt, transforming it from a simple substance into a potent spiritual tool. This combination of salt and sound is a powerful method of cleansing and protection, creating a barrier against negative energies and aligning the space with the divine. Understanding the energy flow in your home. In the teachings of Buddhism, the home is more than just a physical space. It is a reflection of the mind. The way we arrange and maintain our living spaces can influence our mental and spiritual well-being. The corners of a room, often overlooked, are significant in that they can either accumulate stagnant energy or become points of powerful transformation. In traditional feng shui, which is deeply connected to Buddhist principles, the flow of energy, or qi, is essential for maintaining harmony and balance in the home. The corners of a room are where energy can stagnate if not properly managed, leading to feelings of unease, stress, or even illness. In this context, placing salt in the corners of your home is a way of ensuring that energy remains pure and vibrant. By purifying these often neglected spaces, we create an environment that supports spiritual growth and material prosperity. The act of placing salt in the corners of your home is not just a practical measure, it is a symbolic act of mindfulness, a way of bringing awareness to every aspect of our living space. It is a reminder that the smallest details, when attended to with care and intention, can have a profound impact on our overall well-being. The northeast corner, a gateway to prosperity. Among the various corners of your home, the northeast corner holds particular significance in many spiritual traditions, including Buddhism. This direction is often associated with wisdom, spiritual growth, and enlightenment. In Feng Shui, the northeast corner is known as the knowledge corner, representing self-cultivation and the pursuit of wisdom. When we place salt in this corner, we are aligning ourselves with the energies of growth and prosperity, both materially and spiritually. In the Buddhist tradition, the northeast direction is also linked to the element of earth, symbolizing stability, grounding, and nourishment. By placing salt in this corner, we are anchoring ourselves in the present moment, creating a stable foundation for our spiritual practice. This act of grounding is essential for cultivating mindfulness, as it helps us stay rooted in the present, free from the distractions of the past or future. The practice of placing salt in the northeast corner can also be seen as a form of offering, a way of honoring the energies of the earth and inviting their blessings into our lives. This simple act of placing salt in the corner of your home is a way of expressing gratitude for the abundance that the earth provides, and in doing so, we open ourselves to receive even greater blessings. Preparing for the ritual. Before you place salt in the chosen corner of your home, it is essential to approach the practice with the right mindset. As a monk, I would advise you to begin with a simple meditation. Sit quietly, focus on your breath, and set an intention for the ritual. Your intention should be clear and aligned with the principles of compassion, humility, and gratitude. This preparation is crucial, as it ensures that the act of placing salt in the corner is done with mindfulness and sincerity rather than as a mere mechanical action. The preparation for this ritual also involves cleaning the space where the salt will be placed. This physical act of cleaning is symbolic of the internal cleansing that we undergo as part of our spiritual practice. Just as we remove dust and dirt from our homes, we must also remove negative thoughts and emotions from our minds. This dual process of cleansing, both physical and mental, creates a space that is pure and ready to receive the blessings of the ritual. The ritual, step by step. Choose the right salt. The first step in the ritual is to choose the right type of salt. It is important to use natural, unrefined salt, such as Himalayan pink salt, sea salt, or any other form of pure salt. This is because natural salt retains its crystalline structure, which is believed to enhance its purifying properties. The choice of salt is not arbitrary. It reflects our commitment to using the purest materials in our spiritual practice. Cleanse the space. Before placing the salt, cleanse the chosen corner by sweeping or wiping it clean. This physical act symbolizes the removal of old, stagnant energies. It is important to perform this cleansing with mindfulness, paying attention to each movement and allowing it to become a meditation in itself. As you cleanse the space, you may wish to recite a mantra or prayer, such as Om Mani Padme Hum, to further purify the energy of the space. Place the salt. Once the space is cleansed, place a small bowl of salt in the corner. As you do so, recite a mantra or prayer that resonates with your intention. In Buddhism, the mantra Om Mani Padme Hum is often used to invoke compassion and wisdom. The act of placing the salt is done with reverence and care, recognizing that this simple substance holds great spiritual power. Maintain the practice. Leave the salt in the corner for a specific period, traditionally a lunar cycle, 28 days. During this time, the salt will absorb negative energies and invite prosperity into your home. It is important to maintain the practice with consistency, returning to the corner regularly to check on the salt and to renew your intention. At the end of the lunar cycle, you may wish to replace the salt with fresh salt, repeating the ritual as a way of maintaining the purity and positive energy of your home. Placing salt in the corner of your home is not merely a superstitious practice, but a mindful ritual that transforms the energy of your living space. In Buddhism, prosperity is understood not just in material terms, but as a state of spiritual richness. By engaging in this practice with sincerity, you invite both material and spiritual wealth into your life. Prosperity in Buddhism is not about accumulating wealth for its own sake, but about creating a life that is balanced, peaceful,